Well, good morning everybody, thank you for joining us. It's yet another glorious day here in 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. What are we up to today? Well, what we're going to do, we're going to take you to Mdina. Now, Mdina used to be the old capital of Malta. But before we go, I just want to show you, well, I want to say thank you for tuning in and watching, and I pray that you stay with us. But just before we go, I want to show you something that's a little bit special. I think it's special anyway, and I think it's lovely. What you can see here next to me is obviously an old telephone box, although it's probably still in use. But if you come a little bit closer, just look what somebody has done. Look at that. Somebody has made a little bed for Pussycat with some water, and they've covered around the sides to stop the draft from getting through. Isn't that absolutely lovely? Isn't that beautiful? A beautiful little cat as well. But that's the whole community, that's the village spirit. They even look after the wild cats here. You know, they don't just look after each other, but they look after the animals that live around here as well. I saw that a couple of days ago and I've been meaning to show you, but it is absolutely stunning and beautiful, heartwarming. It just goes to show that it is still a wonderful world that we live in, that our God's created for us. So join us as we travel to Mdina and Mdina, not Medina, Mdina. There is a difference, and we'll take you around there. Hopefully what we're going to do, we're going to find a few of the Game of the Throne where they were filmed. Yeah, sets, not sets, because the sets won't be there. This is the ferry that you get from 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 over to Valletta. So if you're down this way and you're staying this way, that's the ferry that you want to be grabbing. But just look behind me, look what I hope Sarah hasn't already given it away. Look what is pulling in behind me, coming into the harbour. Wow, it's another huge MSC cruise ship. Isn't that wonderful? Seeing it just come in. I'm going to move out of the way just for a second, but look how splendid that is. And there's a gorgeous little speedboat right next to it as well. MSC Magnifica. Gorgeous, beautiful blue sky in the backdrop. The sun is just beating down. We're around 11 o'clock in the morning now. Really hot, but what a fantastic way to start today. Isn't she a real beauty? Isn't she absolutely stunning? So what that means is, from our window of the apartment, we'll be looking at 2 MSC cruise ships now. And I don't know whether you can work it out, you might not be able to see, but I didn't think that they were cruising. And there's a lot of people up on the top of there. What day are we? We're Monday. Monday? Yep, we're Monday. So maybe it is, you know, gonna let people off for the day. They'll have a look around Valletta, the capital of Malta, as you know. There we go, up on the top, hundreds of people. Fantastic. And after all this COVID and so many cruises being cancelled at the moment, and have been for the last 8 or 9 months, this one is defying all the odds, and it's got people on it. People are actually able to holiday safely once again on cruise ships around the world. Awesome. MSC Magnifica, and believe me, doesn't that look magnificent? Isn't that wonderful? I'm so glad that you guys could share that with us this morning. Unbelievable. How lucky are we? God is good all the time. And you can see, I don't know whether you can work that out, you can see on the side of the ship there, it's got MSC for UNICEF. So whether that is one of the charities that they actually sponsor, you'll have to let me know in the comments below. And if you are with us this morning and you're going to stick with us for the rest of the day as we go up to Mdina, it would be amazing if you hit that subscribe button. Why should you? Because hopefully we can bring you much more amazing sights and visual things like this and activities along the way. Wow, Wow. Well, here we are, guys. Our very first stop. We've arrived in Mdina. Make sure that I say it correctly. The bus stop is just literally 5 minutes to my right, and so the bus brings you right in to the centre. Now, this amazing place that you see behind me, Game of Thrones fans, you'll recognise it straight away, because yes, this was known as King's Landing, which was the setting for the 7 kingdoms of Westeros. I don't think I've seen some of Game of Thrones. Sarah's a big fan, so Sarah's getting really excited, but I'm going to be getting excited as well. And just look at it, isn't it magnificent? That blue sky, the backdrop. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think that I'm correct in saying that this was built in 1732 or 42, I do believe. But let's just take a little walk across here. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm being chased by a dog right now. You can probably hear it barking in the background. So this is the first thing that you actually see when you arrive in Mdina. And there's horse and carts everywhere, which is beautiful, so we might even take a trip on one of those, depending on the price. Let's take a quick look over here. They keep the grounds looking absolutely stunning. Somebody get a pellet gun to that thing. I didn't just say that, did I? Yes, so as you can see, they keep the grounds absolutely gorgeous. Wow, I can't wait to get all the way inside. But yes, this is for you Game of Thrones fans. And what we're going to try and do today is get in a couple of other venues where more of the Game of Thrones was actually shot. There's Rebet and there's San Antonio Palace as well. So we'll try and get that into this video. If not, we'll definitely get it into another one later on in the week. So let's take a little trip inside and just check this out. And there's a common feature in Malta. Everywhere you look, there's cannons. Wow. And there's the stocks. Great stuff. Look at this. I think we should get Sarah in there and walk away with a key. What do you reckon? Wow. Natural History Museum in here. There's lots and lots of different things in here. There's the dungeons, there's the museum, like I just said. Sarah's being put into the stocks behind me. I can't because of my clip. Oh, because of a hair clip. Never mind. She'll probably lock me in there a little bit later. But we're going to carry on and we're going to check out some more of this wonderful place. Unbelievable. Game of Thrones fans, stay tuned.
But no money, but there ain't nobody stopping us. We got bills, but no dollars. But now we don't really give up. No, we don't really give up. Living for that ray of light. Life can be beautiful. Life can be beautiful. Going all the way tonight, making it beautiful. Acting like there's no tomorrow. Acting like there's no tomorrow. Acting like there's no tomorrow.
So as you can see behind me, we've just come in through the main gates there. So just behind me are the main gates. And we've got this gorgeous little souvenir shop here as well, which has got some Game of Thrones merchandise in it also. Now apparently, I've not seen this bit, but apparently in the Game of Thrones, these red doors feature. Sarah knows a little bit more about that, so maybe she can put a little caption or something up above. But yes, these doors behind me there, they appeared in the Game of Thrones. And wow, look at this little city. There is a man there, you saw the horse and cart, and for around 35 euros, he can take you around the city and show you exactly what what happened where in the Game of Thrones. Bit of a tour guide, if you like, as well. So that's pretty good value, 35 euros. And he said the tour would take about 30 to 35 minutes or something like that. So if that's what you fancy doing. But all these, you could get lost around here. No wonder they filmed a lot of the Game of Thrones here as well, because it's just stunning no matter which way you go. It really is. Wow, guys, this place is truly amazing. It really is. Now as we go around the city of Mdina. I'll try and give you a little bit of history, or as much as I know. Sarah's off down there somewhere. I think she's going to carry on walking. But yes, you can tell exactly why they filmed Game of Thrones here. Mdina is also known as the Silent City, and this is because no vehicles are allowed here whatsoever. That's why we saw the horse and cart when we came in through the door. Now in this city, it only has a population of around 300. This is Sparta. No, it's not. This is Mdina. So yeah, it's known as the Silent City because of just those 300 or so people that live here. Pretty amazing indeed. I'm just going to spin around as well so you can see where I've just come from. But this is completely awesome. We've just come out of the fort of Mdina, the city of Mdina as it's known, because I just wanted to show you these gardens. These gardens go all the way around, absolutely gorgeous, and I'm sure they are in the summer, you know, when it's filled with tons of people as well. There's lots of little benches around, you can sit down, have your lunch, relax, but just look at these walls. I bet they could tell a few stories. I bet they really could. Unbelievable. And this wall of protection goes all the way around the city. Actually, like I may have said before, a lot of the cities in Malta are surrounded, they're fortified by really high walls and ducks and things like that. There is a fair bit of work. They're replacing all the turf now, getting ready for next year. But like I said, this place is open all year round for visitors. There's the main gates once again behind me. But what we're going to do, we're going to pick back up in just a few minutes back inside the city of Mdina. Oh guys, I know I keep saying it, but this place is simply stunning. I hope you can see me in here. A little bit of light to contend with, but apart from that, now Mdina was originally known as Malayaf, and that was when it was founded in around, I think it was about 8 BC by the 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 settlers. Yep. Then after that, it was renamed to Malta, but by the Romans, I do believe. And what you see today isn't the original size. It was only during the Roman occupancy, it was a lot bigger. And then when the Arabs took over, they reduced the size of it, and that is the size that you would see here today when you come and visit, because you must come and visit. Bit of an echo in here as well. Now, as most of you may or even may not know, Mdina comes from the Arabic derived word of Medina. Yes, there we go. So, and we came across that in our Morocco videos. So if you haven't seen them, please do check them out. Why not? What have you got to lose? Absolutely nothing. Now, it kept its name all the way through. It became Mdina towards the end of the Arabic rule here in Malta. And Mdina is what it stayed. Now, it was the capital of Malta all the way until the 1530, with the Order of St. John was brought in. Now, Burgu became the main sort of administrative place after that, with the new order from St. John. And also from there on in, I do believe that Valletta, correct me if I'm wrong, that Valletta became the capital from that point onwards. So guys, it's my favourite time of the day once again, and what a better place to have a little bit of lunch in. And as you can see up there behind me, we've got the balcony, and this is for all you Game of Thrones fans. It's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? And this was where Littlefinger's brothel was shot and created. But what a beautiful, stunning little square. Like I said, we're going to sit down here, have something to eat. You've got the Mdina experience behind me. I've just been through to have a look in there, and the decor in that place is stunning, filled with history. Really, really exciting stuff. So yes, this is Don Mosquito Square. So good afternoon everybody. As you saw, we are in Don Mosquito Square. It has got another name as well, but I can't pronounce that one, so I'm going to go with Don Mosquito Square. That's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? So, and we just stopped off for something to eat before we go into the Mdina experience, which is going to be just as good as the Nights of Malta, which we'll show you and tell you all about a little bit later. So what we've ordered a traditional Maltese lasagna, and that looks very appetizing indeed. I've got a little bit of extra cheese which I'm going to pop on top just to fill it out, and it's only a reasonable size because, you know, obviously watching the waste. And Sarah's gone with, what did you have, a barbecue chicken wrap with a bit of salad and a few crisps on the side there. But the presentation is great. The surroundings are simply stunning. And again, this is where they shot some of the Game of Thrones. It was Littlefinger's brothel, which is just above me up there, which you can see on an earlier bit. Anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's get stuck in and just see what this tastes like. Let's get a nice slice of that. Oh, dig in there. There we go. Tell you what, before we continue, a bit more cheese on top. Plenty of cheese. There we go. I do like my cheese. Not good for you, but I know. Oh. Very, very good indeed. And topped off with that lovely cheese. 2 types of cheese on top. The lasagna's all the way through it as well. As you can see, it's almost got a bit of a pizza type taste to it, you know, with the base, but there's layers of lasagna all the way through it. Traditional Maltese lasagna, fantastic. So this is getting cold. I'm not going to let mine get cold, so we'll see you shortly. Well guys, what can I say? That was probably the best thing, and Sarah agrees with me as well. That lasagna was absolutely awesome. Really, really tasty, and actually quite sweet as well, which is a little bit unusual, but that's the way that the Maltese do it. It's all down to the spices that they put in it. Apparently, we had a quick chat with one of the waitresses, and she had the barbecue chicken wrap, and she said that is the best thing she's eaten since she has been in Malta as well. It was served by the wonderful people who own the Medieval Tavern. What a fantastic name. Sarah's got a bit of footage from inside, and it's covered with shields and swords and amazing things like that. Very reasonably priced indeed as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the Mdina experience in just a few minutes. They've told us that the film is ready and waiting for us, which is great. Bit of personal service, you can't beat it. Now I must say that, you know, as well, that this is probably, as you can see from the videos, we have been to some amazing, stunning, beautiful places here in Malta so far, and we've still got a few days left as well. Who knows? You never know with these flights, but yeah, this has got to be the most beautiful, peaceful. You can see why they call it the Silent City, because this has been very, very special. I'm so glad that we found it, and if you're ever in Malta, visit this place first. You will know exactly what I mean. It's in Mdina, and it's called the Piazza Muscuata. Yes, Muscuata Square. It's not difficult to find, and it is simply breathtaking, and you can hear the bell in the background from the church. How wonderful is that? Travel,